Hi, this screen recording is to show you how to take one image and set it up, and then change those images to have different colors. Drag the original Photoshop stamp art image onto another 8.5 by 11 file and make it smaller so you can fit 4. With the Option key pressed, draw off a duplicate of that first image. And then you can actually use the arrow keys on your keyboard to get it lined up better. Do the same thing, or just continue the same to get 2 more images made until you have 4. And you can line these up perfectly at any time. These are labeled. Notice when I pulled them off, it just said copy, copy 2, copy 3. Now I'm going to change these. This one is actually in the top right. It's going to be helpful to relabel these. I mean, even though you can tell by looking, probably easier to relabel too, so you don't make any mistakes. And this will be bottom right. And then the last one will be bottom left. You just have to click a couple times to get in there to edit. Okay, now we're going to change the colors. I'm going to come up to the beginning top left. I'm going to leave the same. I'm going to come over to top right and change the colors. If I don't want these interfering, I can turn the eye off so I don't have to see them, but I want to see the color change I'm making. All right, I am going to set my colors up here, and the darker color always goes into the shadows and the lines, or excuse me, the color on top, and what Photoshop calls the Photoshop will go into the shadows and lines. So I'm going to leave that one my darker color. And just randomly choose some colors. You can do it however you want here. And that one will be red, and then maybe I'll change this color here, and I think I'll come into more of a slightly greenish tone, just keep a primary or a strong contrast between my colors. Okay, so to change the colors, I'm going to start by selecting the darker color, and I want to make sure I get it all. So up here, these are the options for your selection tool, which looks like the magic wand right above the select arrow. Make sure the tolerance is about 30, and nothing contiguous and use all layers should not be checked. Anti-aliased is fine. You're going to click once, we'll select the yellow, but it might not necessarily get it all. Just do select similar, that will. And whoops, excuse me, I'm going to go back. I selected the purple. So do select similar to get all the purple. And then I'm going to, under edit, go down to fill. I'm working on the top color, which Photoshop calls the foreground. So I'll go back up there, press OK. And then you should deselect, or simply press Command D. It's faster. And then I'm going to change this color. Again, I click in there, select similar. We'll choose all of that color. And then edit, fill, and I'm working now with the box underneath, so that is called the background color. And I'll leave it. It's not beautiful, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to come down and get the next one to change. Again, I want to make a color change here. Maybe I'll go into a totally different range. Let's say blue. And I already have kind of a purpley blue, so let's go for a little bit more of a teal. This color here will probably be in an orange. That's fine. I don't want to spend too long on this. Okay, So, and you do have to be on the layer that you're working on. You won't be able to select colors if you're not. So again, select the purple, because that's what I'm going to change first. Select, similar, edit, fill, and I want the purple. So change it to foreground, and now deselect, and then select the yellow, select similar, edit, fill, and that's very similar to what I have. I didn't make much of a change there, did I? Oh well. Okay. Frankly, I think I would want more of a change, so I can even go in and do that to get just a bit more. I didn't realize it was going to be so much like that top color. And I don't really want that at all. So maybe I'll even come up in this range. That'll be fine. I'll get, you can work out the colors on your own. I'm not going to take too long to do this. And then select similar, edit, fill. I think just complicated, keeping all the various things in touch. So again, first step is to set up your colors. I think that should probably go to a green this time because I haven't been there yet. Maybe get a darker green, it doesn't matter. And then for this contrast, if I wanted to go with a real contrast, I'd be in the orange range, but I've got some orange on there already. So what happens if I go more monochromatic and choose a turquoise color into green, oops, into blue? Go up here, that'll be fine. Okay, and all right, got my colors set up. I'm going to turn the image on, and then start by selecting the darker color on the wrong layer. See how that selects over here? Choose the correct layer. I'm going to have to deselect that. Now click here to select. Make sure you have it all. Fill. I'm working on the foreground simply because that's what Photoshop calls this, not because that's the real foreground. Choose that. Select similar, edit, fill, and then we'll choose that other color. All right, so there's the 4-Up in 4 different colors. And that is what you're going to put on your web page. If you want to crop to that, you can. You don't necessarily need any white around this. You can just finish this off by cropping that image. Okay, and save as, well, unfortunately I saved over my original. Okay, that is the project so far.